Previously, I explained about the theory of Ukenagashi. Today, I will explain about practical tactics of Ukenagashi by showing you a few examples of practical usage. This time, we will show you 4 kinds of kumitachi, paired sword practice. However, there is only one which is correct. Can you guess which is the correct one?
Choose the correct one and think about the reason.
It might be difficult for some of you to guess the correct one from 4 of these patterns, so we prepared some hints for you.
Please take note of distance between the enemy, position to defend the attack, and timing to move.
Well, I have shown you 4 patterns of kumitachi. Since these are the practical kumitachi, it's hard to know the correct one if you don't look at them properly. Can you answer that? Now, let's check the correct answer. Now, I'll explain each of the good or bad points. Bad Ukenagashi, which will cost you a life. I'm moving closer and closer to my enemy. The enemy is attacking me right from the front. By Ukenagashi, I dodge and try to cut my enemy. At the same time, I will be cut by Gyakugesa. The most important point lies in the distance between us. If you do Ukenagashi with this distance, the enemy could immediately change the direction of the sword toward me. This is because the enemy hasn't been cut yet. Again, the enemy starts cutting you immediately after Ukenagashi. Please remember, that this distance is very dangerous because you're just right beside the enemy's sword. To sum up, if you try to cut the enemy with this form, at the same time, the enemy also tries to cut you. So, if you're lucky, you will fall down together. In the worst case, if the enemy's sword is faster, you will be cut by Gyakugesa. Bad Ukenagashi number 2. I'm moving closer and closer to my enemy. Put your hand on the sword grip. The important point is how you defend the attack. If you defend the attack closer to the sword tip or around the sword tip, your sword is pushed toward yourself. So you'll be cut by your sword. Or if you dodged your sword like this, it will take some time to cut your enemy. So you will be cut. To sum up, that was problem in the position of the sword used to defend the attack. Bad Ukenagashi number 3. I am moving closer and closer to my enemy. You have to wait until the enemy start hitting you. If you do not hold on your position and move now, the enemy will recognize where you move. The enemy doesn't slash the sword straight, instead, he or she will change the direction to the sword toward you. It is bad if you couldn't wait until the enemy start hitting you. If you move too early, the enemy will recognize your movement and hit toward you. These are the reasons why this is a bad way. Ukenagashi, which can defeat your enemy. I'm moving closer and closer to my enemy. You have to wait until the enemy start hitting you. Wait, now you defend the attack and move to the side of your enemy. Then cut through the enemy's neck to right arm. Pull away the sword. Then enemy cannot use his or her right hand. If the enemy start cutting you with the last breath, you can repel the sword attack like this. This is because your sword is placed above the enemy's sword. You can repel the further attack. Again, if the enemy tries to hit you with one hand, the attack will never reach you. To sum up, defend the attack and move your body to the side of your enemy, which is a safe position. Then cut through the right arm by stepping back. You can defend the subsequent attack by repairing the enemy's sword. A practical Ukenagashi should have these 3 steps of techniques as shown just now. Other than the correct way that I showed you, there is another correct Ukenagashi technique. I'm moving closer and closer to my enemy. You should react immediately after your enemy goes into the hitting motion. You should block the enemy's sword by the mid of your sword. After blocking the sword, use the force of this sword and push downward. At the same time you block the attack, move your katana towards your enemy's neck, then cut your enemy. Followed by chiburui. This is the other kind of Ukenagashi. Now I will show you the complete Iai form of Ukenagashi that I have shown you just now by cutting through an imaginary enemy.
上。
Ryuoh is carrying the highest title in Mugairyu, which is originated from Edo period. We, the members in Ryu's Sacred Dojo, are practicing the form to be Iai and apply the form to cut the roll straw in order to validate it. If you'd like to learn more about Iai with us, or if you have any questions, please leave us a comment. We are also considering setting up the online sessions. Thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to subscribe our channel.